Welcome back to the New-vember challenge, which is 13th Wolfman's inspiration to watch movies not in your collection that you haven't seen before. And so I'm using Letterboxd and I'm just hitting the shuffle feature and watching whatever's coming up on my watch list. Next up is Orgy of the Living Dead, which is also called The Hanging Woman from 1973, directed by Jose Luis Moreno. It stars Paul Naschy, although Paul Naschy only has a small role in this. He's a grave robber, and his name is Igor. He doesn't have a hunchback, but he's a creepy looking dude that works for this doctor that's experimenting with reanimating of the dead. And in the middle of all this, you've got an inheritance plot where an uncle has died, and the main character in the film has come to claim the inheritance, and as soon as he gets to the village, he finds a hanging woman, which is probably where they got the other title. And so now we've got this murder mystery going on in the middle of. It's kind of like a giallo. It's a gothic film, but it's not really a giallo. It's more of a gothic horror film. But it is kind of a whodunit plot to a small extent. The guy that played the lead was very good. Stelvio Rossi played Chekhov, and he's main character in this, and he's the one that's got the inheritance to deal with, and the dead relative, and he's also got in the middle of all this a house with a what would appear to be a mad scientist living in his midst. And then you got Paul Naschy roaming around. So interesting stuff. It's a little slow in the middle, but then you've got about 20 minutes towards the end, which is cinema gold, has a lot of zombie action. And interestingly enough, these zombies look just like, very similar to The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue, Jorge Grau's film, which came out a year later, which I found very interesting. Good film. Give it a 7 out of 10. Very gothic. I wish Paul Naschy had more to do, but what he did do was very good. And I would have liked to have seen more from Jose Luis Moreno. He did Scream of the Demon Lover and some westerns, a number of westerns he's done. He also was a big Zorro director. A lot of these Spanish Zorro films, he did quite a few of those. So yeah, Full Moon has a Blu-ray of this out that it's a bare bones release, but it might be worth picking up. It's a good film, I think, to have in the collection. All right, that's going to do it for day 6, and appreciate you watching.